Like I say, the fabric on the inside dries like glue was never used, so you don't smell it or it's not in the way of anything. I mean, the bag that I'm currently carrying, I haven't gotten anything spilt in it to know if I would be able to actually smell the glue or not. But I mean, I know the bag is made out of paper, so I wouldn't put a bottle of water down in my bag. Um, Anyway, it could hold the weight, but I wouldn't put something wet in the bag. It's not that kind of bag. So, but as far as the fabric being uncomfortable for you to use the purse when it dries, you never know the difference. And I have smoothed that out very good with the rounded edge of my little spatula here. Yep, looking good, looking good. Love it, love it, love it. So I'm gonna finish gluing around here. Add my edge to my bag. Adding the edge. Alright. A little bit more glue up and through here. Alright. You know what? I'm gonna leave that alone. That's on the glitter side. I'm gonna just lay it down and leave it be. That's a little crooked back there, but I know that I'm not actually. I'm gonna let it stay. Can't really say that I minded being crooked. So I'm gonna go on and make it over to this side. I guess handmade items can be so perfect. I mean, I visualized it when I cut it. I didn't draw any lines or anything, so. I'm not necessarily working at my work desk either, so. So voila, there we have it. We have completed this bag as far as all of the intricate details of actually creating the bag. That part is complete. That part is done. And this is what we have, and this is the inside of the bag. Love it. And now, on that note, I have to insert this part into the bottom. And like I said, it's too big with the overhang from the vinyl, but it fits down in here very well. So it's a fit that anybody, will want to have. Get a little even and then push it down into place down there. And you won't know that it's too big. But I like it like this. Want nothing to be able to fall into the crevices of the bag. Always up on the side, so let me see. Might need to reposition it, get it even down a little bit more. Put some more over to the side. And now after this, while I let this dry, I'm not gonna do her jewelry. I'm not gonna do her accessories right now. But what I will do is on a smaller bag, show you how I use the vinyl wrap to complete the bag. And I'll also show what I do to put the handles on the bag using my other little bag while this one dries. I'm not going to bother this anymore because I don't want the bag to rip or anything, so I'm going to let this be for it to dry overnight because it's wet and it will rip in places, and that's not what you want. So I'm going to leave it alone in a few minutes, and I'll come back to this tomorrow. I was trying to put this in place tonight, but I kind of like it up on the sides. I'm thinking what kind of feet I want to put on the bottom of this bag. That's another thing. I normally don't put this part in. I forgot until after I do the feet. But the way I've been doing the feet lately, I'll be able to take it out if I need to. But anyway, that's how it looks in the inside. Isn't that great? That's just awesome. I just love the contrast and color. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. So I'm going to leave that alone. Let that get dry. Completely dry. Because like I said, I don't want it to, get torn or ripped or anything. But that is the completed bag for the most part, other than the handles. And that's going to be one beautiful bag. And when I finish with the flat, let's see if I do them. I may not do them. I might not do all of that because I like the way that look right there. I'll probably just do her accessories and put a rose in her ear. I'm pretty sure I have some roses. But that'll probably be all that I do with this bag. And put the handle on it. The beaded handle to match her jewelry. And put the I don't want to manipulate it too much because it's still wet. But put the, isn't that pretty? I love it. Love it, love it, love it. But this is what I'm going to do with that. And put the magnets, I'll probably put 3 magnets across to make sure that when I carry it, it don't pop open. And if I want to pitch it up on my shoulder, it won't pop open. No matter how heavy it is. It won't pop open. But anyway, that's pretty much the completion of this bag. I just love it so much. It's just beautiful. I love it. And again, that's the inside. Alright, so now I'm going to show you how I wrap the bags of vinyl. Pretty sure this one. And you know what? Let me see something. Let me see something. And I done put this. I'm just put the line over the top, just a wee bit. That's all I'm going to need. For it to come over the top just a little bit. Just a little bit. Alright. Isn't she beautiful? I just love her. So pretty. And this is just wrapping paper right here. I'm gonna add a little bit of glue down here at the very, very bottom. And it look like it's trying not to stay stuck in it. Just smooth that in. I like this glue, it dries clear. I just lay that down there just like that. Another white. So here we go with the vinyl wrap. And then after I do the vinyl wrap, I'll come back and show you how I attach the handle. And that'll complete this video, this tutorial. Let's see. It's too much. Just need to go ahead a little bit. Here. And again, this vinyl wrap does have lines so that you can see, how much you need to cut. And normally I wouldn't attach the vinyl wrap until I usually put the vinyl wrap on before adding the fabric, especially a drawstring or a drawstring fabric, but I got a little ahead of myself. But it's okay. It is okay. Because I only need to go over this one just a tad. And the grommets will hold everything in place for me. So what I'm going to do is come on down here. Since I'm not going to gotta use another piece to go under to bring over the sides. I'm going to bring this up like so. So I'm going to need to cut this again. And the same amount over on this side that I'm going to have is the same amount that I'm going to have over here. So I'm going to use this line right here to cut for my sides. You just have to set your purse down on the vinyl wrap and just play with it. Unfortunately, I wish it was another way to get the bags done. I wish I could just slide them inside of wrap without having to go through all of this. I wish the wrap came in a bag for where I can leave this stuff out. I just place it in and fold the edges over and be done with it. But I guess that happens in a perfect world. Alright, so now I hope her flower don't mess with it. I didn't measure for her flower. I forgot. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start here. That's blue. So what is this? It's on the back side. Don't really matter. I'm able to see it through the flower in my hair. I'm gonna just go down a little bit right here. Just a little bit. That's all I need is to go over the side of the bag. Just a little bit where it won't touch the fabric at all. And this is not forgiving at all on this paper bag, so you need to place it and And know your placement because it'll take the bag off along with it. So beware of that. It is not forgiving. Once it places on this paper, then it wants to stay. And you have to take it loose. It'll bring out the color of the bag along with it. And don't worry about the wrinkles in the bag. Me personally, I actually don't mind the wrinkles at all because it gives me that vintage kind of look. Just like this bag right here with Africa. This is a wrapping paper. It bunched up like that, but I actually like it. I really do like that. I really like that. Isn't she pretty? I saw a blue bag like this today in Walmart. I'm going to get that bag. These are $2 bags. I'm going to get that blue bag. And I think it came in greens also. Now I'm going to lay this down. I'm going to lay it down. Excuse me. And I'm not going to worry at all about the wrinkles. Because it wrinkles because of the flowers. Because they're bigger than the bag. I mean, the only thing you can do is the best you can. But it's still a beautiful bag to carry and to cherish. I mean, I love them. I just love them so much. Very unique and different. And I'm going to just press this down over here. It's just wrinkled because of the flower. But like I said, it gives it a bit of a vintage feel. And I like that part about them as well. But don't even worry about the wrinkles. Just put it on there and keep it moving. And tuck this down. And like I say, the smaller grommets will hold this part down right here. And like I say, for me to have gotten ahead of myself and put the fabric in the inside before the vinyl, it's still not a big deal. Because I mean, it don't need to come down for so much. It's fine just like this. But typically, the thing to do is to wrap the bag in the vinyl. With the larger bags, I usually stop like in this area up through here with the larger bags, and then I put my fabric down on top. So keep that in mind while you're doing your bags. But just smooth all of this out, because again, it's because of the flower that the bag will poke out some, but it still don't take away from the beauty of it. It's just a beautiful little pouch. Love it. Love it, love it. And just lay it down. Once it's there, it's going to be there. It's not going to move. Nothing inside of this vinyl is going to move once it's down on there very well. It's not going anywhere. You take your finger and lay it down. And you see here how some of the paint came up, how I moved the vinyl. It's still all good because, again, it gives that bit of a vintage look. But this is what weatherproofs it, or should I say, what is it? What I say? Weatherproofs it. Anything wet gets on the outside is just fine. I won't do it any harm. Just make sure you don't poke holes in the vinyl. I mean, of course, the inside will get wet if you poke holes in the vinyl. So don't do that. You see how that is? That is great to me. I love it. And I'm just sticking vinyl all over the place, aren't I? So the rest of it is easy. After you get your flour on there real good, the rest of it is easy. I will go back over this again, right here, just to make sure that's pressed down real good. beautiful. She's lovely. Love her. She's looking debonair. Very pretty. Alright, so now we're on the back side. So just press that on down. Just press it on down with your spatula. The sharp side of your spatula. And there you have it. And now I'm going to take the vinyl wrap and go up the sides, or encase the sides in. And right here, you can either cut it here and lay it, or sometimes I cut it, sometimes I overlap it. It's up to you. I mean, it works either way. Like if here they are. I'm going to go ahead, I think, and cut the corners this time. This is what I'm going to do. And I'll lay that side down there. And I'll fold this piece up. And when I put the other vinyl wrap on, I'll go from this end up to there. Until I can find a better way to do this. I guess this will be the way it's done. I don't know any other way to do it currently. It'd be nice if I could run across something different. But this holds it in. Weatherproof is, I think, the terminology that I use. But here it's coming up a little bit, just flatten it on down there. It'll stay once it get on there real good. It'll stay down. And the other layer of vinyl wrap will help it as well to stay down. So just like iron it on down on the sides real good. And I'm going to go ahead on and, of course, cut this side right here too. And do the same thing that I just did on the other side. I laid the long side down first. And then I came on up. I'm going to lay the long side down first. I come on up. And I'm going to rub this to make it adhere to the bag. There we go. And this is a little extra that I have, so I'm going to just cut that off because I only have this much space to lay that down, so I'm going to cut that off. I'm probably cutting off a bit too much. And I think I did it correctly. Okay, so that's done. And I'm going to use my little spatula to lay that down in there real good. And the next step would be to place some little small grommets here and here to hold that vinyl wrap in place after I use the vinyl wrap for the sides. And she is looking good. She is looking very good. I love it. Alright. And this is puckering up a little bit, so I'm going to lay that down again with my little spatula here. Get the sides down in there real good. Then I don't have to worry about that no more. No more will we have to worry about these sides ever again. And when I put the grommets on the side to hold the necklace in place, the handle in place. That'll lock this vinyl wrap in on the side as well. So the grommets here and here will help me holding it down in the front and the back. And then the ones on the side will hold down the fabric as well as the vinyl wrap on the sides. Now this piece that I had already cut, yeah, that's not, I didn't think that was gonna work. Let me see about this piece. And when it overlaps, when the vinyl wrap overlaps, you really can't even tell that it's overlapped. It's not very obvious at all. It all fits in together real well. So I need to cut another piece of that, look like. Well, no I don't. I can use those. I can use those. I normally, let me see. I can use these though. I can use these pieces.